They will return the day when they are needed. Our gaze is shifted upwards to the sky.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Apex Racing TV for the final part of Super Sunday here with the Club 73 Touring Car Championship presented by World League Sim Racing. Andrew Woodhouse alongside iRacing World Championship driver Alex Simpson and former BSRTC driver Kevin Noon. And Kev, I'll bring you in first, my friend. Summit Point, I know you've raced here as part of the BSRTC before. What's it going to be like for these front-wheel drive Kia Optimas and the VW Jettas here tonight?
It'll be great fun. It's a great track to race on, both little technical bits and some big, good fast corners. You've got to be quite committed on some of it. It's very close in qualifying. I've just been having a look up. There's like a second and a half between the top 18 and 19 drivers, so it's going to be a bit hectic on track. Lapping the Jettas is going to be even more fun than it was last week, I think, so it should be great fun racing.
Alex, it sort of takes you back to the rookies being here at Summit Point, doesn't it? And it's very tight, it's very twisty, and there's been directives sent out by the race organisers that the Kia drivers need to be sensible while lapping the Jettas, and that can only be a good thing for tonight's racing, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a difficult circuit to get by as well. We've got a couple of little straightaway sections, and they should be able to go through there no problem. But yeah, if they're trying to be sort of in that Sector 3, really, that area there, if they're trying to get through there, it's very difficult, very narrow, very tight. If they're impatient there, it's going to create a lot of crashes, I'm sure. So good call from the admins to get in there and put their foot down, really.
Got about 5 minutes left of qualifying as well. It's not the only action we've had here today on Apex Racing TV. We had the IMSA Sports Car Series from Road Atlanta earlier on. Go and watch that one back if you haven't. It's a very exciting race. And we've also got, at the moment, concurrently with us, you've got the BSR MX5 Cup as well, with Adam Bath doing that one. So, have a look at the qualifying times then. And it's Alex Everett who's on provisional pole at the minute with the 1:11.434. Ahead of Lewis Bibby, Ben Haxton, Tristan Bodis and Clinton Bell in the Kia. And provisional pole position man in the Jetta is Mr. Conrad Venter with a 1:20.6. Now, Michael Hall, Kev, as you pointed out, was very, very fast in practice. Almost a second quicker than anybody else. So really, if he nails a lap, you'd like to think that he'll be the one who's going to be starting at the front.
I would imagine so. I wonder whether he's just been caught up in some traffic. It is very busy on track at the moment, so I don't know whether that's caused him just to maybe not put a quicker lap in. But I mean, he was in the 1:19s during practice, so I don't know whether the weather's changed or whether the track's a bit dirtier than it was before. But he should be up there.
By the way, Alex, we need to focus in on Mr. Dennis Melcher, don't we? Because I don't know if you can get a good close-up of his car from the outside, but he was the championship leader in the Mike Cooling Cup coming into last week's races. And for the second race of the two, whether he picked it or whether
pull off just at the bad timing, but we get an idea.
whether he picked it or whether iRacing there was a problem or something, he ended up in the Kia Optima and so disqualified himself from race two. Race two, here he comes again. And so Team Mad, being the not one to embarrass someone who makes a mistake, have adorned him with a new livery this week. You can see there. What do you reckon, Alex? That's a suitable punishment.
I would say that was pretty good punishment.
I like the one with the dog on the side. One of the sides has got the doggy on it. Quite like.
If we can get the shot I've got from behind and the forward facing, but
yeah,
nice little L plate on the front.
There you go. That's what you need, really, isn't it? Poor old Dennis. It was a mistake. Unfortunately, the organisers were saying that they didn't really want to have to start the race without him, but there's the rules, and they've got a schedule to keep. That's exactly what happened. Poor old Dennis last week. Kev, is there anybody who's going quickly out there in qualifying?
I don't really know at the moment. I think there was Kip Stevens was going around earlier, but he was going pretty quickly. Was just checking out Dennis Melcher's livery, to be honest. Having a bit of a chuckle at myself about it.
Yeah, I think suitable punishment, but a very good driver he is, Dennis Melcher. He was leading the championship, of course, a couple of weeks ago, so he'll be. I'm sure he'll be up there towards the end of the season. Just got a couple of little messages coming through from the race admins that they have, of course, the week after the final round, going to be a special King of the Ring championship at the Nordschleife, and that's going to be one that we're looking forward to seeing. Who's going to be fastest around the Green Hill? And also Adrian King, our very own, almost a minor celebrity here in the Club 73 Touring Car Championship. More fans, Alex, watching tonight, not only in the Railway Pub in Doncaster, but also in the Urban Bar and Lounge, who've kindly sponsored his car for the race meeting as well.
cool. More drinking games afoot.
I think so. I think we need to sort something out there. Also, I've been told, now this is a message from the league, but whether I can make head and tail of it or not, I don't know. New interest from Graham Hurst, who's just bought himself a brand new UK spec Ford Mustang. So there you go. Very, very nice car. We saw some of those, Alex, didn't we, at the Silverstone last year?
You're right. Yeah, we did.
Very nice. There was the old eco-friendly version, wasn't there? And then next to it, there's a 5-litre V8 or whatever it was, and 6.7 litre or something like that. And very, very nice motor. It probably sounds, Kevin, the opposite of the Jetta, which, to be honest, we were saying off the air, you would get run over by this car because you can't hear it coming.
Yeah, I think anything's louder than the Jetta, really, isn't it? So I don't think you're going to hear any Jetta coming towards you.
How is it possible that a diesel's that quiet?
I know, right? Well, no, we know this though because we've been
those dodgy emission tests.
But we know this because we've been to the oh dear,
it's not a diesel.
I had to throw that in there.
It's actually a hybrid. We know this because we've been to the World Endurance Championship and we listened to the Audi go around.
Oh, true. The
also
Audi.
The VW group though, so also possibly not a diesel. Who knows? We're sorry, Audi. But there we have it.
Oh, they're not in it now. They don't care.
No, probably not. I wouldn't have thought. Anyway, let's run down the finishing order then for qualifying. There might be one or two still out on a lap, but I think by and large nearly everybody is finished and back in the pits. So without further ado, we welcome Alex Everett to pole position for round 7 of the Club 73 Touring Car Championship presented by World League Sim Racing. Lewis Bibby will join him on the front row with Ben Hackison in 3rd and Tristan Boddice in 4th. Kip Stevens, former BSR TC champion, he is in 5th place with Chris Wood in 6th, Clinton Bell 7th and Andrew Whitehead in 8th. Stephen Baxter is 9th with Sam Reed in 10th. Jeroen Kaiser is 11th and 12th is Ian Roscoe. Mark Woodhouse is 13th, Jason Rowe 14th, Scott Malcolm in 15th place. 16th for Christopher Sherburn. Neil Rocks is 17th, Anthony Gray 18th, Dale Green 19th and Bill DeCare in 20th. Now down to the Mike Cooling Cup in the VW Jetta, and it is Conrad Venter who takes pole position ahead of Michael Hall with Dennis Melch at 3rd, Sean Gardner 4th, 5th for Alexis Molina, 6th Russell Rusty Laidler, Steve Hooper in 7th, 8th Brian Levitt, 9th Ben Becker, 10th Carter Cunningham, 11th for Maciek Sakovic, 12th for Ben Gregory, 13th James Leggett, 14th Adam Hedgecock, 15th Ian Robson, 16th Stuart Atkinson, 17th Chris White, 38th Ian King, and Adrian King is 19th. What do you think then, Kev? Who's your money on then as the cars line up on the grid?
Oh, it's a tough one. I'm gonna go with probably Alex Everett. I think he'll do it. I think Benjamin Hackison will still be fast, but he seems to struggle every week through the traffic.
Yep.
So I think if somebody can get out in the front in the lead, I think they'll be, as long as they can drive consistently, I think they'll be on to a winner. I think.
Hackison's problem's never been pace, has it, Alex? It's always been that racecraft.
Yeah, that's it. Just in the traffic, he seems to be just a little bit slower, and he just loses time. He's definitely quick on his own. So these first few laps, that's going to be the important thing. But I'm definitely going for Conrad in the Jettas.
Hey,
come on, son. Let's have it.
Yes, go on. It's good to see our Apex Racing TV colleague on pole position, once again proving that commentators sometimes know what they're doing out on the circuit. All right, I was probably speaking for myself on that one. On anything.
And of course, Conrad
I think
will be
you're all
joining
right,
me
Alex.
in the
Decent.
Porsche Cup broadcast on
Yes.
Monday night as well. So the it's the 7:45 GMT race, something like that. I think we're doing.
The ink's barely dry on his contract, and already he's knocked a pole position out for us. Very, very good. Right. Not long now before the start of race 1 here at Summit Point. We've got a 15-minute race. Who's going to be victorious around Summit Point? We'll probably see about 13, 14 laps, something like that. Any moment now, we'll see the red lights here at Summit Point.
Green, green, green.
Green light is on, we're away. Reasonable start by Everett. Hackison getting ahead of Bibby already. So Hackison taking 2nd place, and he's going to be challenging Everett into the first corner. Side by side, Hackison trying to use the long way around. Everett bouncing the car over the grass on the inside line. Everyone is through the first corner safely.
Paul is alongside Conrad as well in the Jettas, having a battle. Conrad's got the inside line, but Hall definitely got the pace around the outside. Carried a lot more speed off the corner. I think he's going to take the lead here.
Yeah, he does indeed. So Michael Hall, not a great qualifying compared to what he has shown in practice. Certainly already. Oh, there's a crash. Oh, and the Jettas are going to have to be very careful here. There's a crash at the back of the Kia category. I think it was Anthony Gray. Saw him in some difficulties. So yeah,
definitely Anthony Gray back there. He's going to cause a massive amount of backing up with the Jettas, just holding them up a little bit.
He was around, and Dennis Melcher in his Kia. His Jetta.
Big pile up with the Jettas behind, lots of cars on the wall.
Oh, huge crash. And
Gregory's in there,
Brian
King's
Levitt,
in there, Ben Becker,
Becker. Oh dear, yep.
They're sort of all away, but there's some damage out there, big time.
A couple of cars have retired to the pits. We'll see who's Oh, we'll see who's bit the dust at the end of this lap.
Melcher up the inside of Venter as well. Oh, just takes a bit too much speed in there, and Conrad gets a cheeky little whack on his front right there. Hopefully that's not any damage, but yeah, Dennis up and into second place.
It. And over the curb goes John Gardner in pursuit of Conrad Venter. Dennis Melcher, who looks like he's fired up, and he looks like he's catching Michael Hall hand over fist on this lap already, and we've only had 2 corners. And Melcher really got the bit between his teeth. Of course, Kev missing a race last week really hurt him in terms of the points, so he's really got to get back on it quickly.
Yeah, he'll have to be getting some good results in, and just hoping that the people above him in the championship have some issues like he has.
Hall's made a bit of a mistake though.
Very close at the front of the Kias as well. Just looking at it now as they're all screaming down, single file. First place to 12th is under 5 seconds separating all of the cars, so you know how close that is.
Hall's going very defensive into turn 1. Dennis late on the brakes. He's trying to go all the way around the outside. If he can just keep the overlap, he will. Oh, they very nearly bang wheels. They may have done. And let's see if Melcher can wrestle the lead away from Michael Hall. Venter's in there as well. Oh, he might have a sniff as well. Conrad Hall very close to Dennis here. Having a look up the inside. Oh, Dennis runs wide. But what a great start for him, Kevin. Third on the grid. Already up to the lead.
Yep, that's what you need to be. Be a bit aggressive, and as long as you pick some sensible moves, you make your way through, don't you?
All might be able to get back at this here. Oh, look at this. Bibby, Hackerson, Bibby and Bodis all together. 3 Club Series veterans. Of course, that series no longer in existence. And Stephen Baxter putting his existence at risk with that big slide. Through goes Kip Stevens, the veteran, taking advantage. You've raced with Kip Stevens, Kev. Very consistent, very clever driver.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing on the racetrack. He's very clever with the racecraft, so he, he doesn't get into too many silly little battles. He kind of knows his way around.
Venter having a look then on Hall at the front of the Mike Cooling Cup. Hall's a bit wide. He's a bit wide. He's got a bit of understeer, Alex, I think, in the fast corners as Michael Hall.
Yeah, that looks like it. Of course, it might serve him well over the long run. Carl will stay with him as long as it doesn't sort of tighten up anymore.
That's the risk, isn't it? You can end up like a boat by the end of the race. Hall's very close to Melcher. Dennis quite slow on the apex, but he knows he's not going to get passed through there, so doesn't really have to overdrive the car in that middle sector. Maybe saves the tyres a little bit. These 2 fast corners now, this fast right, and then the second one of these fast rights. Just for reference, the Kias are almost down at the hairpin, so maybe only going to be another 2 laps maybe before they start coming across some traffic.
Yeah, 11 seconds quicker they are, so it's not going to take long at all.
Although that's not as fast as we've seen in some of these races this season. There's a very slow Jetta with damage in front of this lead battle, but we're focusing on this one.
Battle going on further back as well. Sakovic having a quick look, and that's on James Leggett. So that's for 20...
Oh! More than a quick look.
That was for 28th place overall, sorry.
More than a quick look. Kevin gave him a quick slap and moved on.
It's yeah, Kia Racing, isn't it?
That's it. Kia Racing in the old Jetta.
Yeah.
And Melcher's Jetta looks like a Kia, of course. It's got all the Kia logos on it. Thankfully, he picked the right car this week, because that would have gone... would have been really poor.
On board with Kaiser, he was very close behind Baxter. Baxter again, very close to Kip Stevens. So these 3 having a great little battle out there.
Kaiser's got some good grip through that fast fast left-hander. He's always late on the brakes. He's your own. Oh, he tries to go around the outside, and that's a wonderful piece of driving if he can keep it. Your own Kaiser, former BSRTC race winner, muscles his way past. And that's really, really good driving on Stephen Baxter by your own Kaiser.
Yeah, that was brilliant. He knew if he could get the outside, he'd have the inside for the right-hander. Used it well. He's still in the slipstream of Stevens as well, so he's not going to be not going to be under too much pressure going down the main straight.
He had so much grip there, mate. Really did, and yeah, used it to his advantage. In front of them. Now they are into the Jetters now. Chris White. He's had some damage, I think, has he? He's in 32nd. Quite easy for them to negotiate him on this straight.
Yeah, he's on his own. It's not too bad. But yeah, we'll watch this as the leaders start to work their way through. Very, very close up front in the Jetters. I'm sure we'll see that in about a lap and a half's time as this battle comes through it all. Oh, I don't know who that was in the Jetta.
Oh,
getting out of
contact.
shape.
Crash.
Contact Hackerson. Crashed into Everett. 3 goes into the lead. But once again, he can't. He seems to be making these moves with contact. I know he seems to have just been a bit reckless over the last season or two. Could that be a bit of a symptom of driving? Because he drives so many cars, Alex.
Possibly.
Maybe
No,
he
I
just
just thought
gets a
so.
bit- I don't know.
Racecraft is racecraft at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But he's braking slightly wrong there and
There's a
tagged Everett.
big gaggle of Kias coming through to lap some of the traffic now, which is going to get very interesting. Midfield, I'm just watching Sam Reed, who's just on the back of it.
Yeah, Stevens is in there. Kaiser and Baxter. Also in front of them, Bodis and Wood. Got to really be careful here now.
Oh, Everett's got a great run. Where's he going to go? He's boxed in. He had to get out of it completely, and I think he's going to lose the place here to Bibby.
Oh.
Bibby just takes that position. That's great. Bibby saw that coming, how that was going to work out.
Kaiser just shoved someone onto the grass. That was Chris Wood. And where are the leaders for the Jetta? How far up the road are they? Well, the leaders still haven't gone through, so that's Hooper,
Just coming
Taylor
up,
and Gardner.
lead Kias are just coming up to that lead battle of the Jettas now. They're the next cars to catch them. Should have them by the end of the straight, I would imagine.
Maybe by the end of this straight, or maybe the second one. Look at the speed differential. Jetta's doing 200 kilometers now. We know how fast the Kia Optima is. Oh my God! Hackerson. Well, that was just not very good, was it? Really?
Have a look at that back. I didn't realise where he ended up. Jeez.
There's absolute carnage behind it, that first corner. Absolute carnage behind. Smoke everywhere, that's all I can see. I don't know what happened.
Was there a bit of crash, Kev, or was it just a...
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Let's just skip forward a little bit. There was a...
Oh, because
I just saw smoke everywhere. Yeah, I think everyone... Yeah, Kip Stevens has spun someone around. Let's find out who that is.
Stevens has got damage. Okay, let's
yeah,
go back.
There was a Club 73 car in there, got spun around and then just backed everyone up.
Have a look, and it might... Was it as...
Ian Roskell, I think, got spun around.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was just, yeah, it was just really tight. A few Jettas in there, and the Kia's trying to get by as well.
Oh, it was Chris Wood, I think. Kev, I think Ian Roskell was the car just in front of them. That actually Wood hit, and then that made it easier for Stevens to turn him around, I think.
Yep, you might be right. No, yeah, Clinton Bell maybe in there as well.
Oh,
yeah.
look at this! Oh, Adam Hedgecock has just pushed one of the other Jettas onto the grass. It was Sakovic who just about managed to survive. A couple of Kias going past Jettas who are too wide. And that's James Leggett in the 66 car trying to come through on the inside. And Maciek Sakovic, former Kia Club Series champion, now in the Jetta against the Kia Optima. Sakovic just managing to hold off Leggett. Dear me. Really isn't a lot of room around this Summit Point circuit.
It's a very, very narrow circuit.
You've got, and Melchett now is, oh, traffic, here we go. Gonna make it, oh, there's Kias everywhere. Kia's lapping the lead Jetters, Jetters lapping other Jetters. Venter and Hall trying to come through. And there's Scott Malcolm and Chris Wood, Stephen Baxter, that group with Kip Stevens at the back, Alex, all trying to come through. This is well and truly a gaggle, I think, this.
Yeah, look at that. Great shot as they come through that final corner.
But trying to pick which lane to be in the motorway, isn't it? Some of these. Oh, please don't try and make it 3 wide into the first corner. Oh, and he's just nudged. Who's that? 40. Andrew
Baxter.
Whitehead.
Oh, sorry, yeah, it was Whitehead.
Whitehead, sorry, just nudged Baxter into Stevens. Thought he was going to try and make it 3 wide, but he has won at this track before, Andrew Whitehead. Alex in the SRTC, so he knows what he's doing around this circuit. Stevens and Baxter still knocking spots off each other there. Oh, Whitehead's hit Baxter. Then Baxter a bit loopy. Oh, and contact again. Close quarters action this really. Oh, as Baxter almost wipes out. Not Dennis Melchett. Oh, off goes Ben Gregory.
Not having the best of meetings is Gregory. Second time I think he's been
He got some help, I think,
off,
there.
and I think it's the second time in that same corner as well.
Got some help from a Kia Optima.
Well,
Got
this is where the
damage, I think,
admins
Gregory.
have put the call out, you know, just to calm it down as we're watching Stevens and Baxter again, side by side, heading down into first turn.
Not long left now, maybe just 1 lap or 2.
Yeah, 1 minute to go. Bibby up out front. Everett.
Well, that's a Club 73 car in front of him as well, so it should get nicely out of the way. Yeah, Bibby ahead of Everett by about 1 second. So they're going to have 1 more lap here at Summit Point.
Adam Hedgecock's dropping down the timing screens, guys. I'm thinking he's had a problem. So his race come to a bit of an early end. So close. Yeah, so far.
Oh, he's been in the trees.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's just been in the trees into the pits now, isn't he?
You need it's with Sakovic, and they got turned round in the middle of the on the main straight, and
Wow.
he ended up in the trees. Did Hedgecock
If
in
we
the
can
hedge,
find that afterwards.
in the actual hedge this week, and not just the metaphorical one. Well then, final lap potentially for Lewis Bibby.
Laidler closing in on Hooper. It will be final lap as well. Timing counter has expired. Whereabouts are they? 7/10 of a second, then separate the leaders on the final lap of the race. Everett, our pole sitter. Give him a fair shout to win this one in the comms box. But yeah, he just got himself boxed in, and that's really what let Bibby through.
Yeah, and he's had a good race though. You know, he did start in pole position. Fair enough, he lost the lead, but another strong showing from Alex Everett. Him and Lewis Bibby, very hard chargers and always good value. And the checkered flag is out for round 7. And it's Lewis Bibby who gets there first. Alex Everett takes second place. It's going to be your own Kaiser for a very hard fought third from 11th on the grid. You don't see that usually in race 1, so very good from Kaiser. And let's see what's going to happen in the VW Jetta then. Melchett, Kev coming around the middle sector of the course. Got a good lead.
He's driven a great race, hasn't he? He's just come through. Obviously, he wasn't on pole, so he's had to, get through a couple of cars. But he's just the traffic has obviously helped him out as well massively. It's just the traffic's just seemed to spread the field out a little bit.
Just 1 corner to go then for Melchett. Missed the race last week, picking the wrong car. It's certainly right this time for Dennis Melchett as he wins round 7. Michael Hall takes second place, and it's Conrad Venter Second, third for Apex Racing. And in the end, fourth will go to Steve Hooper. Barely over Laidler.
Just Pippin Laidley, yep. Awesome.
Very, very good stuff. I don't know if anybody still racing out there.
Few, but mostly coming across. Atkinson coming across. We've got Chris White behind him. No real battles now.
Everyone's lapped as well, aren't they? So will make a difference. Yeah, that was a really, really good opener, and really sort of wet the whistle, so to speak, for race 2. So let's take you through the finishing order then. Lewis Bibby that takes the win by half a second from Alex Everett. Jeroen Kaiser finishing third, and Tristan Bodis fourth with Clinton Bell fifth. Ian Roscoe was P6 with Scott Malcolm in seventh. Eighth for Chris Wood, ninth for Stephen Baxter. 10th was Kip Stevens in the end after a dust up at the first corner. Andrew Whitehead had a couple of contacts on his way to 11th. 12th was Mark Woodhouse, with 13th being Jason Rowe. Neil Rocks was 14th and 15th Anthony Gray. He had a bad first lap, unfortunately for him. Dale Green was 16th and Chris Sherburn was 17th. In the Mike Cooling Cup then, Dennis Melchett was 18th, winning the category for Michael Hall. Conrad Venter, who started on pole, finished 20th. 21st, Steve Hooper. 22nd, Russell Laidler. Carter Cunningham was 23rd and Sean Gardner 24th. James Leggett and Maciek Sakovic were having dust-ups with cars all around this racetrack. 25th and 26th for them. 27th, Ian Robson. 28th, Stuart Atkinson. Chris White was 29th with Ben Gregory in 30th. Eddie King was 31st, ahead of Ben Hackerson, who seemed to have steering issues or brake problems or something at the first corner. Adam Hedgecock ended up in the hedge, 33rd. Ian King, 34th. Ben Becker was 35th. After sustaining quite a lot of damage in the big pile-up earlier on. Sam Reed was 36th in the Kia, with Bill DeCare's Kia in 37th. 38th was Brian Levitt. And 39th was Alexis Molina. So, Kev, what do you make of that race, and what are you thinking is going to happen in the feature race?
Great race one. Definitely a good way to start off the night. There wasn't too much carnage. Obviously, there was a few racing incidents, which you can't really, you can't help when you're racing at this level. The race 2, I'm hoping for just more of the same. I think a lot of the Kias were a bit more patient with the Jettas, which meant they weren't just pushing each other off, which is always a good thing. So hopefully more of the same for race 2.
All right then. So we've had victories for Lewis Bibby and Dennis Melchett in race 1. Joins again in race 2 to see if they can do the double here on Apex Racing TV. It's the Club 73 Touring Car Championship presented by World League Sim Racing. Joins again in just a few minutes' time.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
They will return the day when they are needed. Our gaze is shifted upwards to the sky.
Welcome back to Apex Racing TV. It's round 8 of the Club 73 Touring Car Championship presented by World League Sim Racing. I'm Andrew Woodhouse with Kevin Noon and Alex Simpson. And Alex, your turn to come in first this time. What a race we had in the round 7. Brilliant action around Summit Point. Very, very tight and twisty. And now the grids are reversed based on championship order. Surely it's going to get very, very tasty out there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a great race here. Let's hope the first couple of laps, the guys coming through, they drive with their heads out there, because we don't want to see big pile-ups and people coming through because of that. So we just want to see some great battling out there. So should be a lot of fun, both classes.
We don't really want a repeat of the what happened at Brands Hatch the other night, do we?
Well, no, not at all.
Even though it was fun for me doing one race, it might not have been fun for you to sit through 4 of them. Kev, what are the drivers going to have to do then? You've been in plenty of reverse grid races. I think I ask everybody who comes into the commentary box this, because it's always a different answer. It's always interesting to find out. What's your mentality like when you're starting at the back trying to work the way through?
Patience. It's all about patience. It's too much of a crowded track at the beginning of a race to start trying to pull off big moves. So you just need to be patient, pick one car off at a time, and let the cars in front of you make their mistakes and work your way through. And that's what they need to. The guys who are coming from the back, that's what they need to do. They know that they're quick. They know they're quicker than the cars in front. You just need to keep your head about you, and as we watch one car go off onto the grass. You just need to stay calm, stay collected, and just let pressure the other people in front of you to make a mistake.
How difficult is it, Alex, when you add all these elements together? You add the reverse grid in there, and already the fact that the car is quite tough to drive around here. Then you throw in mixed class. What does that do to you when you try to come through from the back?
Yeah, it's totally new element to what we've seen with all these reverse grids before, and I think, for the first 4 or 5 laps, it's really not going to make any difference whatsoever. And then, of course, we always see a little bit of separation come out, and the sort of the quicker guys coming through, so it's calmed down. So what it does for us in the comms team is it keeps it exciting the whole way through. So, again, with all the extra traffic on track, it gives some of the people, towards the front of the reverse a chance to pick up, some wins and things like that, because it's even harder for the quicker guys to come through. So, I think it's a win-win.
Of course, for those of you who just joined us here, who've never joined us for the Club 73 Touring Car Championship before, well, welcome along. Apex Racing TV, of course, here. This is the 30-minute race, so the feature race of the evening. And the grids are reversed by championship order, so we will see the people at the front of the championship at the back of their respective classes. Here, we'll still start at the front of the grid, so it'll be interesting to see how that all goes. Right, running through the starting grid then. Just quickly, so Chris Wood is on pole position in the Kia with Bill DeCare alongside him. Anthony Gray in third with Sam Reed fourth. Fifth for Christopher Sherburn. Sixth for Scott Malcolm. Seventh Dale Green. Eighth Mark Woodhouse. Ninth Neil Rocks. And 10th Jason Rowe. And in the Mike Cooling Cup, you've got Alexis Molina on pole position alongside Ian Robson. Then it's AD King in third. Brian Levitt in fourth. Fifth, Ian King. And the red lights are on. Oh, there's a creeper at the start.
Green, green,
Anthony
green.
Gray's jumped the start. When the green light is on and they're away, well, Gray's away for the second time. As Chris Wood gets a belting start off pole position. Thing is, if you jump the start, I think you've just got to... Oh, he's off, Gray! He's around and... Oh, he's took Woodhouse with him.
That could have been a lot worse than it was.
It could have been, yep, definitely. Oh dear, not a good meeting for Anthony Gray at all. Oh, a crash! Off goes Stuart Atkinson. Been turned around onto
Oh, there's the big one. Someone, who are we on board with there? Clinton Bell, luckiest man on the planet right now. Just someone just went flying over the top of him, and he managed to survive all of that. I don't know how, but
the man rolling into the trees looked like your own Kaiser.
Yeah, it was your own Kaiser. Just picking up on the Jettas as well. Adrian King's got the lead in the Jettas. Molina did get a great start, but he kind of got caught up in the back of the Kia incidents, so he's dropped down to third now. So good start from King though.
Drink it up in the Railway Inn in Doncaster and the Urban Bar and Lounge, I think it's called. Drink up, boys. Your man's in the lead. Now, can he keep it? That's the question. That is the big question.
Robson's got a better run on down the straight, I think. He's just going to have the inside for the first turn now.
Yeah, Robson already through. What's King going to do? He's on the outside. Robson holding the middle. King's going to try and get the cut back. He hits the curb well. He's got a good exit. Might be off. Who's that? Just behind. In the grass, that was Ian King. Oh, crash, big one, huge one. Oh, here we go. And that was Chris White, Ben Becker again. Becker with two massive crashes. And they also caused trouble for another Jetta in the middle there, which was a Lou car. I think it might have been Adam Hedgecock that got hit. He survived. No, it wasn't Adam Hedgecock, sorry. It was, it might have been Ian King, sorry, who got hit there. It was Ian King, because he's got damage. So a bit of a mess, Alex, at the start of this race, mate.
yeah, well, you know, we said we wanted a couple of laps, didn't we? And unfortunately, we didn't get that. So we've lost a few people. It's going to break up the race a bit more, which is, yeah, it's a bit of a shame.
But Chris Wood leads by 2.5 seconds from Sam Reed. And it's Scott Malcolm in third. Fourth, Chris Sherburn. Fifth is Lewis Bibby. Sorry, Lewis Bibby's fourth, ahead of Chris Sherburn now.
Oh, Sherburn over the inside. Yeah, slow down for that? Look in mind, and he goes wide, just trying to serve it.
Yeah, I think he has, hasn't he? As fast as he can go through there, I don't think. Good battle here. Kev, between Bodis and Everett.
Yeah, I'm surprised Everett hasn't made his way a bit further up, but obviously with all the incidents at the beginning, might have just
oh, here comes Bodis.
slowed his progress.
Bodis fighting back. He's going to go through. Good move by Tristan, who won the Tier 2 Championship in the Tier Club Series last season. I was leading that at one point, but not to be. And look at this in front of them. A good battle between Ben Haxon, Jason Rowe and Neil Rocks. Rocks is on the inside, Alex, for turn 2, and this is where you want to be.
Yeah, looks like that should come off.
And wide.
Anthony Gray in the wall again. He's having a bit of a bad day. He's just gone back to the pits.
Awful day for him. Down the inside goes Bodis on Jason Rowe. Good move by Tristan. Everett did get back past him. Have a look at the lead of the Jetta then. Ian Robson is in front. Adam Hedgecock's now second, ahead of Eddie King. And then it's the two CQR cars, Michael Hall and Russell Laidler. They'll be very quick, of course. And Brian Levitt is just behind them. Andrew Whitehead stuck in the traffic. Let's see what he can do. Whitehead won his one and only BSR TC race here in I believe season 7.
Whitehead has pitted, which is why he's down here at the moment. There's a few Kia guys that have pitted as well. So Kai is Roscoe. So depending on what happens, where is he? 49 seconds behind our leader. So not going to be a million miles off, if you can get through the traffic quick enough.
Doesn't look like it's been timed wonderfully well by Whitehead, but I could be wrong.
But sometimes it's easier to get out of the Kia madness, and just deal with the Jettas, because you can still lap quicker because they're not slowing you down all that much. But of everybody fighting and battling and knocking each other here, there, and everywhere in the Kias, you can make some good lap time.
Point.
Stephen Baxter, he's the furthest up of all of the Kias that has actually pitted as well. So he's another 7 seconds. 7-8 seconds. Yeah.
Adam Hedgecock, I think. Just hold on. Ian King and Ian Robson having a good little battle there. So.
Have a look. King's
I think he might be a lap down. Yeah.
Adam Hedgecock and Michael Hall have got ahead of Eddie King. Eddie King's ahead of Laidler still. Oh, it's going to be tough for King to stay up the front, but doing a good job. I think it's his best race so far in the Club 73 touring cars.
Good battle here with Christopher Sherburn and Bell. Clinton Bell, yeah.
Clinton Bell's had a funny season, hasn't he, Alex? Because he's had a couple of incidents. He had a lot of luck on the first lap there where, like say, a car flew over his head and whatever, but it seems like he's just been in the wars a bit here. He's one of the series organisers, and I bet he thought it'd be going a little better than it is for him.
Yeah. I mean, there's still some time to go. He's ducking into the pits now as well to get his mandatory stop out of the way. He's got an opportunity in this race to have a fairly decent result here, I would think.
Yep, just put in on the leader. Chris Wood's still out there, but he's Sam Reed in seconds, just closing that gap a little bit. It's just come down about a second over the last couple of laps. So Chris starting to run into some lap traffic, which has just slowed him down a little bit.
Yeah, half a second that lap, the difference between the two. So, like you say, it's coming down.
Reed, who won his first ever race in the Kia Optima last week in this series. He did lap about half a second quicker. He's just obviously dealing with the traffic slightly better there, Kev, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely becoming a factor. I mean, especially now they're starting to catch up with some of the quicker guys in the Jettas, which is obviously the battles that they're having is obviously making them less aware that there's a car coming.
Oh, hello. Now, one of the Jettas has been turned around. That's Chris White. Did he have some help from a Kia Optima? He did. Kip Stevens.
Nah, Chris Wood just lost a load of time getting boxed in with Jettas. A load of time. Sam Reed's now
half
right
a
on
second
the back of
them. We'll just watch this replay back and then we'll jump back to them. So let's just see how Kip turned him. So Kip went round the outside of another Kia and then obviously a bit urgent to try and get by. Poor from Kip. Very poor. No patience whatsoever. He just got the place. He didn't need to do anything more. Just wait. He wasn't going to lose it.
Yeah. Not in that section of the course anyway.
Penalty incoming for that one because there's no one else at fault there. Sorry, Kip. Just a couple of cars wide.
Yeah,
it's pretty standard stuff to be honest around there. But they were sort of getting into each other.
They slithered into the gravel though, didn't they? They slid. That wasn't just running wide. They were sliding.
Chris Wood getting boxed in again. He's just seems to be very indecisive coming through the traffic. I think Sam Reed's going to possibly get a jump on him. Scott
Quite a few-
Malcolm's also struggled through the traffic as well. He was right up behind Sam Reed at one point, and he's dropped back a few seconds now.
Quite a few drivers always say, especially like F1 drivers, have said that when you're the first car to lap a group of traffic, it's usually harder for you. The ones, the back markers, Alex, they know that you're coming after one car's come past.
That's it. Yep. Problems
not
for
so
Bibby.
bad in
Bibby's dropping
iRacing.
down the timing screen as well, so his
Oh,
race
what's
looks like it's done. Towed back to the pits.
Have a look and see what happened with Lewis Bibby. Been on the last lap. Oh, he's been in the trees. Oh, I'll be honest. I don't have a. Oh, I don't have a great deal of sympathy. It was a. I don't know if you can have a look, Alex, see what you think. He did get sort of squeezed a bit unintentionally, I think. But he was trying to go for a gap that was always going to be a sketchy one.
If I can find it. Right, we've gone back a bit. Not sure how far it was. Where was it on the track?
Turn 1 of the previous lap, sorry mate.
Turn 1 of the previous lap. Okay, we might be right on it then. Oh look. Oh, well. Yeah. I think, yeah. You need a bit more patience there, don't you? You know, if you've got to do a manoeuvre like that, you're asking for trouble, really.
If he'd have pulled it off, it would have looked brilliant.
Oh, it would. Yeah, it would have done.
But he wasn't, and it didn't. So
yeah.
Sherburn and Bodis, two teammates side by side in the final corner, with Woodhouse. Woodhouse is in there as well. He's going to try get through as well. He's not going to make it 3 wide potentially here. Going to break later. Woodhouse breaks later than Sherburn. And actually drives all the way around the outside. So Woodhouse is not had a very good meeting so far, but he's up to 8th here and going pretty well. Someone who's improved a lot in the Kia Optima over the past 6 months or so.
Everett up to 6 as well, tucked up behind Kip Stevens, who is having a battle with Hackerson.
I think Stevens just pushed Hackerson out of the way.
He's having a race at it then, isn't he?
Kip's going for it, yeah. Hackerson always goes for it, and Kip definitely so. He's another one who used to live in Leeds, Kev, as well.
Who did?
Hackerson.
Did he? Yeah, fair enough. Another Yorkshire person.
Lots of people who've had connections with, God's county, so to speak. As here comes
I'm still a Geordie through and through, so don't question me. I'll just pick up on the Jetters. Michael Hall is closing in slowly but surely onto the lead of Robson. He's just usually about half a second a lap quicker. So, it's not long. Well, actually, we've still got quite a lot of this race to go, isn't it? 30-minute feature race. He should catch him and
still,
get past him, yeah.
Hackerson pits as well, so he's probably going to come out around the Andrew Whitehead battle with Dale Green.
Guys. Everett up the inside of Kip Stevens completes that move, so he's moving forward quite nicely. Last time I checked in on Everett, he was about 11 seconds back from the leader, and he was way down in like 12th or 13th place. So up to 4th now, and still the same time from the leader. So he hasn't lost any time, but he's got quite a mountain to climb if he's going to get towards these guys. So needs some clear track and to bang some laps in now, and he might be able to close up. But
look at this,
looking good.
Really good battle here between Carter Kundinger and Sakovic and Venter. Sorry, Kev.
It's alright. I was just picking up on Hackerson's pit stop. He has come out ahead of Whitehead, so I think Hackerson's now the leader who's pitted.
Actually, Bell's ahead of him.
Vincent Bell, I think.
Has Bell already been? Oh, sorry, I didn't know Bell had been in.
Yeah, Bell's been in. So.
Just ahead of. So that early pit strategy really did work for Clinton there, Kevin, because he got himself just out of that scrap and in some clean air, and it's worked.
Yeah, take out what Alex said earlier. You can get yourself some clean air, and then you've only got the Jetters to worry about, and you can work your own way through them rather than how many times have we seen people try to pass a Jetta with another Kia and they get boxed in and you start losing time. Whereas if you're just on your own, you can just make your own way through in your own pace.
Speaking of which, Ian Robson's in, so the leading Jetta into the pits. So who's the leading Jetta that's pitted, Alex? Can you see that?
It is Robson at the moment. Dennis is out there as well. Dennis is just coming through, so Dennis is going to take over the lead.
Let's see Robson then.
Where's Robson? He's coming out. He's going to come out. Looks like
Ahead of Hooper. So is Hooper pitted? Is
seventh.
Hooper
Yeah, I
pitted?
think he's going to come out 7th overall in
Oh,
class.
8th. There we go. Through goes Hooper. That extra momentum. Adam Hedgecock's just behind and Sean Gardner. So
Scott Malcolm's in the pits as well.
Malcolm in from...
You came in from
Evans.
3rd. Yeah.
Sorry, 3rd. Yes, sorry.
This battle between Venter, Sakovic and Carter continue.
Everett in as well. He's just on his way out now.
Here in the
Getting
mix as
amongst
well.
them.
Is that Reed? Yeah, it's Sam Reed. So the leading Kias with the leading VWs now. Dakovic and Cunninger and Laidler, sorry, side by side. Through the middle sector, Laidler's through. See if Carter can come back. Down the back straight. See if you can follow him right through these two right-handers. His best overtaking opportunity is going to be into the first corner.
Stevens in the pit from 3rd.
Where's he going to come out then? He's probably going to come out just around where Everett and Hackerson are, actually, I think.
Woodhouse is in. Sherburn's in.
Fundinger's having to go back on Laidler. Laidler's giving him a bit of room. Andy was quite late on the brakes, so he went round the outside. And just in front of them, Konrad Venter, Maciek Sakovic having a bit of a dust up. We're getting close to one anyway. Venter took pole for race 1. Sakovic getting better every week in this Jetta. And if you see in the background as well, Laidler holds on to the place ahead of Carter Cunningham. Steve Hooper and Ian Robson still battling.
Oh, look at this as well. Andrew Whitehead, Mark Woodhouse and Dale Green all having a good little battle going into turn 1. That's 10th, 11th and 12th.
Yeah, we haven't
9th, 10th and 11th.
Haven't seen a lot of Dale Green tonight. Yeah, he leads this little group.
Bodice in the pits. Scott Malcolm was the better. He came out back out in 4th, so I think he should come through back in to take his 3rd position. I think.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Reed's in as well.
And you got Clinton Bell and Haxon are very close behind Malcolm, so they might just jump Bodice as well.
See if he can do
Gonna
that.
It's going to be very close. Yep, Sam Reed's just coming out.
Oh yeah, Bodice hasn't even left the pits yet.
So Sam Reed keeps his 2nd place.
So Hackerson's through as well. Clinton Bell's through. Stevens and Everett. And Bodice only just leaving.
Might just get swamped by the cars coming down at full speed.
Going to be close.
Dale Green, Whitehouse and Whitehead and Woodhouse.
Alright, just stays ahead.
Good little battle to keep an eye on.
Woodhouse, Whitehouse, Woodhead, Whitehead. Doesn't matter really, does it? They're all the same.
Too many woods.
More woods than in a golf bag. There's where's
the leader wood has stayed out, so I think
there's
he's
another
going
one there as well.
Exactly. I think he's going to try and run as long as he can. I think if he's out in the lead.
Let's see then. Good scrap this between Green, Woodhouse and Whitehead.
They take tyres though, don't they? The Kias, and from what I've been told, there is some fall off there, so you won't want to stay out too long with Sam Reed on the slightly fresher rubber, because you might well be able to, get a bit of an undercut. We've got 10 minutes left here to sort of make the fresh rubber work.
Yeah, I mean it's a balancing act like I talked about last week, because obviously the longer you can leave your pit stop, the less fuel you've got to take on board. But then you've obviously got to balance that with the drop off of the tyres and the time you're losing with not having fresh tyres.
fast corners on this track as well, so they're going to be putting a lot of load through the tyres, especially the fronts. Of course, remember the front-wheel drive gear
He's in.
Optima
Hall's
and the
just
Jetta.
coming. Yeah, he's just following Hall into the pits there. Hall from the lead
So
of the
the
Jettas.
two leaders into the pits at exactly the same time.
So Hall's got 32 seconds on Dennis, so this is going to be quite close for both, and 38 seconds for Sam Reed for Wood. So yeah,
Dennis has just got 2 corners to go.
both cars are about the same sort of speed. The pits.
See what? So Melchert's coming round the final corner. Hall hasn't left his box yet.
Sam Reed's just coming to the last corner
Here comes
now.
Dennis Melchert. He's into the lead.
Yeah, Hall's just away now.
So
It's
it's
going to be close for the lead.
so Venter's through. Sakovic is through. Is Laidler going to go through as well? He is, and is Cunningham going to go through too?
Chris Wood and the leader of the Kias has just made it out in front. I think he should be able to secure that first place and continue leading the race.
Just ahead of Sam Reed. Very, very close indeed. So well judged by Chris Wood. Now he's got the fresh tyres, and we know just how the fresh tyres can benefit the Kia Optima. They really can.
Sam Reed put his fastest
Oh.
lap of the race in the last lap as well, so you know
Sakovic-
the tyres were of a benefit to him.
Sakovic very close to Conrad now, Alex, and into the hairpin.
If Sam Reed's going to get past, he's going to have to do it this lap, I think. With Chris Wood still being on cold tyres, he needs to get them pressures built up.
Oh, and there's
So this could be a good opportunity for Sam to capitalise.
there's some traffic, and it's just just right in behind the Jetta of Melchert, race leader, of course. The Mike Cooling Cup. Chris Wood ahead of Sam Reed. And then it's Malcolm. Look where Malcolm is now, right with them. And not far behind at all is Ben Hackerson.
I love the way the pit stops play out. It's actually brought it even closer. We really didn't know what was going on. 8 minutes to go, and we've got a thriller on our hands here. So 4 cars, super close. And it's just the same as well as Conrad, Venter and Sakovic are side by side as well into turn 1. So these guys continuing their battle.
Oh, and
Laidler right with them as well.
Yeah, Rusty getting in amongst it. You could argue that Laidler should be potentially leading this championship because he's been in so many good positions. That's some terrible luck. See if he can capitalise on any of this here. As the Kia's queuing now in there as well. Is that Bodis? Bodis trying down the inside of Laidler. Venter's trying to defend from Laidler and attack Sakovic. Oh, and that's just hung Bodis out to dry massively, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And Woodhouse is going to try and get past Bodis as well. But there's nowhere for Tristan to go, Alex.
No, he's going to get boxed in here if he's not careful.
Oh, crash behind. Kundinger has been hit by a Kia. And it was by Dale Green.
Yeah, Gardner, I think. Sorry, he lost a place to Robson, didn't he? So
Kundinger's in all sorts of trouble there. Have a look then. This battle, Venter, Laidler, Sakovic. Hall is in there now. But it's only taken Kev about a lap for Michael Hall to catch up. Good couple of seconds there. And Venter's trying around the outside of Magic Sakovic. Sakovic shoves him into the grass. The Kia involved. This isn't going to end well, boys. All 3 of them are off. Laidler circumnavigates a tree to make his way back onto the circuit. That was going to happen, wasn't it? I think.
yeah,
And Alex, both of you.
just
and
not
Whitehead.
enough room there, really, was there, for all of those cars? And in the end, yeah, the inevitable.
Let's have a look. Whitehead, he's got every right to
in-
come down the inside. And you
7
know what?
into
I
1
think
or whatever it was.
It didn't look like Sakovic knew Whitehead was there, to be honest. Oh, because I think that was a good. Wasn't a bad piece of driving at all.
Just watching this little battle for 5th, 6th and 7th. Alex Everett and Clinton Bell literally pushing each other around
Yeah.
the track at the minute. They're very close. Very intense battle for this position.
Everett is very late on the brakes. Raced against him numerous times, and Can come out of
There's been
nowhere, really.
several moments of contact during this little battle.
Yep, little nudges here or there.
Zakovic just lost the place to Hall. Traffic. Oh, look at this. 3 wide. And Hall has to give up the place there as well. He couldn't get past the back marker. Has to just settle in behind.
That's a fellow Team Mad car. Just giving him giving him a push.
Give him a push.
Why
Get him
not?
away from Hall.
That's the
Nice.
That's
I like
the fastest the jet has ever gone.
That's brilliant. Who was that was pushing him?
It was your own Kaiser.
Oh,
It's-
Kaiser, driver of the day, instantaneously.
He's always thinking, though, is your own. And that is one, did use his noggin on that one. It's given him like 3/4 of a second lead.
Oh, Laidler. What's going on with Laidler? He's out.
What? Oh, he might have had to pit.
Was
He
that,
might,
was
unless he
that
had a
retirement
meatball.
from what that collision?
Oh, no, he's been off again. He's been off again. So he's had a contact with Sean Gardner, Kev, and Carter Cunningham.
Just going back to watch it now and see what happens. It's a shame for Rusty because he's not had any
Mr.
luck.
Kaiser,
He's not
I
had
need
any
to
luck
bring-
at all in this championship, has he?
I need to bring this back up. We need a replay of this. Move.
I
of
want
the
to see
season.
exactly how much he gained off that, actually. I think it would have been a fair bit, as just while Alex is getting that replay up.
It wasn't
Con-
much, but we give him a little helping hand. But super kind of him.
Conrad's attacking car in front now of Gardner. Sean Gardner having to defend. And Conrad, this might be 3 places for him in 1 lap because of the demise of Laidler. Yeah, and it is. That's a good move there. By the man who was who had a very, very good Daytona 24 hours. Second.
1.8 seconds at the front is the gap now. Wood pulled away after the pits. Sam
Hackerson.
Reed obviously under a little bit of pressure from Malcolm. Hackerson potentially taking a little look into turn 1.
Oh,
Malcolm
Malcolm
goes
comes
defensive.
steaming in!
Ah,
And he takes out Sam Reed. And you mentioned penalties coming. Well,
that's the
a
slam.
slam dunk.
Yeah, that's slam dunk. Malcolm far too interested in what Hackerson was doing behind and just not paying any attention to his own braking point and just wiped Reed out.
It's a massive,
was,
massive shame for Sam Reed that he had a great race.
If I was Hackerson, after seeing that, I'd be a little worried down towards this hairpin here. But I
Oh
think
no, that's all right now. No one's behind Scott.
Oh, off! There's a car off. It's Adrian King.
Sorry, Scott.
So-
Give you a hard time there, but you deserve it.
More drinks, boys. More drinks in Doncaster. Your boy's just gone off.
Is
Adrian King.
this a rule? If Adrian King goes off, you've got a drink.
I think
But just
so.
anytime
if
he's
he
on
goes
the,
off, if he gets
anytime he's
hit,
on the broadcast, really, shots.
Oh, okay.
Shots.
like we said on the first week, Kev, we're going to get some angry calls from South Yorkshire of people ending up in A&E due to.
We could just work on commission for the bar
There you go.
and get a cut.
Perfect idea. Get on the phone, make it happen. Show me the money. Stakovic then. He's still hunting down Michael Hall. Dennis Melchert's away and gone. He's about 5 or 6 seconds down the road.
Yeah, Sakovic still got an opportunity to get a haul here. But
Oh! That's Whitehead. And over and out. Oh dear, it's not been the finest hour for him, unfortunately. One of the league
Look at
admins.
this. Have a look at this back.
Just to jump in, Sam Reed and Alex Everett have obviously Everett's caught up to Sam Reed. That's a very, very close battle, and you've got Clinton Bell and Kip Stevens very, very close behind as well.
Tell you
See
what,
what
he
happened
almost,
to Whitehead here. Then we've got the replay.
he almost
Being a
caught
bit
up on him
patient.
there, Kev.
Yeah,
he's
it was
got.
very, very
He's
close.
just got damaged Whitehead already, massively, and he just can't control the car.
That was from the earlier crash, which really wasn't his fault. Very, very close between Everett and Reed. Reed's going to be furious, I think, that he's lost those positions. Because he was going along very nicely, really, Sam Reed. See what Stevens can do as well. We're nearing the 30-minute mark. Only about, 3 minutes left?
1 minute exactly.
1 minute left. Here comes Stevens. Gonna get the slipstream
Andrew
as
Whitehead
well.
just at the front of the shot there. He's grabbing a lot.
very.
Malcolm and Hackerson again battling.
Well, these two will end up in a ball of fire, won't they? The way that it's gone for them tonight.
Where is Wood? I think this it's gonna be close to whether this is gonna be the last lap or not. I think he might sneak through. Not sure.
Have a look. He's in the middle sector now. He's got Venter in front of him.
Maybe not with the Jetta in front of him. On his own, he might have got through there, but it looks like he's
done well. That's the patience you need, though, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
He knows he's got maybe one lap to go.
Seconds. This is going to be close. White flag.
Oh, it's going to be over.
Checker. Yep, Checker is out.
Chris Wood takes the win here at Summit Point. He takes it. Dennis Melcher, unfortunately, will have to go around and do another lap, will he? I think he will.
I think he has to, yeah.
Can't tell with the Jetta sometimes whether he's on a slowing down lap or not. Hackerson came through in second. Third was Scott Malcolm. Alex Everett fourth. Sam Reed in fifth.
Venter's finished. What about the Hall and Sakovic battle? Was that over? Or are they still ahead of Wood? I think they might still be ahead, so that's a little battle that's going on for...
They're still sitting
yeah, still ahead of Wood, so still going. Still going, so just the last sector for them. And you know what? I'm not going to jinx it because we've only got 2 corners to go, but I have to say it. It's going to be the very first double in the Club 73 Touring Car Championship with World League Sim Racing. Well, he's made up for missing a race last week in fine style because this week he's won 2. Dennis Melcher takes victory in the Jetta. Very, very well done. Ahead of Michael Hall and Maciek Sakovic. I wonder actually, Alex, if that is a Kia in disguise, it went so quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic racing from him, Kevin. Brilliant performance by Melcher.
Yeah, it's what he needed to do, wasn't it? After last week, so he's just rocked up with full intent of taking control of the championship, which is what he wanted to do. So
I think for his own peace of mind as well, just for it to go well to get 2 race finishes, it would have been good, wouldn't it? But to get 2 wins is fantastic, and it really does set him up for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, the only downfall for him is obviously Hall's had another good event. Yep. He needs Hall to have a bad event, and the other championship contenders around him to nullify that 0 score that he'll have.
One thing's for sure, Alex. This going to be close in both championships, but I think especially the Mike Cooling Cup.
That championship's just hotting up, actually. A lot of consistency out there from drivers as well. He's giving them good regular points, so Dennis is going to bounce back, obviously, now with 2 fantastic results. So, yeah, it's hard to tell who's going to win that one.
All right, I'll take you through the finishing order then for round 8 of the Club 73 Touring Cars presented by World League Sim Racing. Victory for Chris Wood by 1.9 seconds ahead of Scott Malcolm, with Alex Everett in 4th and Sam Reed in 5th. Clinton Bell 6th ahead of Kip Stevens. Then it's Tristan Boddice in 8th. 9th was Mark Woodhouse. 10th Dale Green. 11th Chris Sherburn. 12th Neil Rocks. 13th Ian Roskell. 14th Ron Kaiser. And 15th Andrew Whitehead. 2 laps down. So I don't know whether he'll score points or not. Dennis Melcher takes the double. First one in the history of the Club 73 Touring Car Championship, ahead of Michael Hall, always consistent, always fast, this time on the podium. Maciej Sakovic also on the podium. He'll be very happy with that, ahead of Steve Hooper, who seems to finish every race in a good position. Ian Robson in 20th, good work from him, ahead of Conrad Venter, who had some issues in the middle of the race. Sean Gardner, 22nd, Carter Cunningham, he got hit off a couple of times. 23rd, James Leggett, 24th. 25th, Brian Levitt. 26th, Adam Hedgecock. Eddie King in 27th, with Ben Becker, 28th. Stuart Atkinson 29th, and Ian King was 30th. He got hit by one of the first lap incidents as well. Chris White was taken out early on as well, and Russell Laidler was 32nd, 7 laps down, so he was a non-finisher. Jason Rowe, then some retirements. The Kia of Jason Rowe, 33rd. Lewis Bibby, race 1 winner in 34th. Stephen Baxter, 35th. Then the Jetta of Ben Gregory And then Anthony Gray, who had an absolute nightmare, jumped the start and crashed before the first corner, unfortunately. Bill DeCare in 38th. And then Alexis Molina in 39th. So Summit Point's thrown up yet another really, really entertaining meeting. Alex, have we got any drivers to pick on?
No, sadly not. We
No, we
obviously need to get ourselves into Discord, don't we, at some point? And then we'll have a
Yes.
few drivers to do. So we'll need to sort that out really for the next few rounds. But I know we were sort of filling in on it at this point, so that's something we may need to sort out sooner rather than later. Then.
No, that's fine. Okay. So is the MX-5 still going on the other channel?
I think it might be finished
No, it's
now.
just finished from the Nürburgring. So go back and join. Have a watch of Adam Bath's broadcast on that one as well. And we will be back next on Apex Racing TV. Are we doing the Porsche Cup next straight away on Monday? Are we or?
Yeah, Monday, first round. Porsche
Monday
Cup.
then, tomorrow. Porsche Cup action here on Apex Racing TV. Join Alex Simpson and Conrad Venter for that. At what time, my friend?
It is 1945.
1945. All right. Oh, I'll definitely be watching that one. And then it's the Rick Mattek Sports Car Series in the early hours of that morning with the BSR Formula Renault. Tuesday night, BSR Touring Car Winter Series on Thursday as well. So, yeah. Well, thanks everybody for watching us. Kev, thanks for joining me again, mate.
No problem.
All right, and same to you, Alex.
Cheers, mate.
And yeah, everybody, thank you everybody for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow for some Porsche action. I'm looking forward to that. We'll see you later.